Hello! I'm gonna do something different today. Yes, I'm gonna do something quite different today. I'm gonna change that Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade crossbow thingy. I'm gonna change it a little bit because let's ignore that little thing here. I just use this because so I can hang it on the wall. Works very well actually. But anyway, I want to change this arrow a little bit because it's kind of weak. I mean, it didn't fire up in the ceiling, and it's what, 3 feet? And if you shoot this straight with sliding on this slippery floor, you get maybe 12-13 feet. And the flying is like what, 6 feet at most, I think. But I want to change that. And these strings here, they're just for show. They don't do anything, as you might have guessed. But I don't know how well you can see that, but this spring right here is the power of the crossbow. And I wanna change this spring into a spring a bit more powerful. See, what can I get out of this? And as you might suspect by the title of this video, that little project, the little thing I would do with the crossbow, didn't exactly go the way I planned. It turned out that the spring I used had a little bit too, the diameter was a little bit too big, so when I put it in there and then put everything back together again, it got pushed down into the railing, and when it got pushed down into the railing, it could not stretch, and therefore it could not shoot. So this is what happened. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that wasn't exactly what I wanted it to do, but on the good side, it still works. But that's not as much, I didn't want to talk really about that. I just want to talk about what I came to, what kind of conclusion did I came to when this happened. My first reaction was, I can't upload this. Why would I want to upload this? This was a failure. I failed. It didn't work. But then I started thinking, why can't I upload a failure? A video with failure in it. I mean, I did put in a couple of hours into this, a few hours into this, and I also bought an entire set of springs. And when I say an entire set, I mean 200 pieces. Different sizes, but 200 pieces. Because unfortunately no small packages with the sizes I wanted. But I came to the conclusion that if I had put so many hours into this and then just see it just fall apart, no. I'm not saying that I learn from my mistakes. That is my teaching today. I mean, most people know this. You learn from your mistakes and then you do better. What I want to say is, don't let failures be erased. Don't let your failures be forgotten. Remember your failings as much as your successes. Use them. I mean, show that you're not beyond failure and accepting failure. I mean, many people, and even the greatest minds in our world today and hundreds, thousands of years ago, I mean, they didn't succeed at their first try. I mean, even making these games that you see here, like Mafia 3, Jedi Fallen Order, how many different things do you think they went through before they came up with, this is the character, this is the story, this is that? There are many failed things. I mean, artists put in a lot of work in each of their drawings, and they can make 2 dozen drawings, and no, not one of those drawings will be picked for the game. But they don't quit because of that. They make new ones. So I mean, they show their pictures and they fail, but then they accept it and move on. So what I want to do with my failure in this is to say, I failed, and it's okay. And I'm gonna learn from that, of course, but more importantly, I will also show it to others. I will show it that I failed at something before I succeeded. Now, the question is, will I put up a video later on that will show that I succeeded in making the crossbow more powerful? I have some ideas how to do that, and the first idea is to, of course, get a spring that's the same size, but a bit more tight, or whatever the word is, to make it more powerful. But another thing I'm thinking of is also to shorten the spring that's already in, to make it shorten, but it's supposed to still make it shorter but stretch as much as it does now, which would increase the power, just a little bit at least, I would think. Problem is with that, it's a big gamble, because if that fails, I don't have a spring for it and it doesn't function at all, which is something I'm not willing to do just yet. But, as I said, I want to learn from this, and I want to show you that failure is okay, and that it's not something that you should hide. I mean, Oscar-winning actors, they didn't start out as Oscar-winning actors. They took classes, courses, and maybe not even, some might just have gone, oh, look, I can go for that movie, let's do that. And then they came into a movie studio and they auditioned and they got a part in it, and they didn't move up the ladder. I mean, none of the Marvel or Star Wars characters just started out as the big heroes. I mean, even Mark Hamill started out as something before Star Wars movies. And of course, sometimes we get directors that want to use unknown actors who never have gotten a job. Of course, we got those people as well. A bit more rare, but they exist. But still, failure is a part of life, and I want to show that I failed. Simple as that. And I want to do this again. I really want to make that more powerful, because it's so weak. It's laughably weak, actually, when I think about it. Another thought I had about that one was actually, when I made it more powerful, how about making a steel tip, or not steel tip, but a metal bit for it, like the arrowhead, an arrowhead bit that I like tape on or something. I mean, first you make the arrowhead thing, and then you put it on, and then you like just tape it on. I don't want to ruin the entire thing with that, so that might be something I do, but let's cross that bridge when it comes to it, shall we? For now, let's just keep in mind that failure is acceptable, and it's something to not hide. Just you don't need to parade around it, of course, and show it to everyone. But if someone asks you, how did you do it, and you say maybe, oh, I succeeded, and I did this and this when I succeeded. Also, mention that you failed maybe a few times before that. If you did, of course. If you succeeded at the first try, well, say that, of course. But if you failed maybe 2-3 times before you succeeded in that, say that. It's more inspiring to people to say that I failed and then I succeeded, instead of said I succeeded. The end. How good of a story is that? Well, that's all about I got for you for this rant. And put your thoughts down in the comments what you think about this. I've been Swippy92, and have a great life, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye. This corner turned out pretty great with the games, I have to say.